Hey guys, and welcome back to Jump Ball Central. Today we're going to be taking a look at how the Nets turned it around to become the NBA's hottest team. Now before we begin, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button so you never miss another amazing video from us. Let's get into it. The Nets came home Monday after the first 5-0 Western trip in team history, part of a league-high 6-game winning streak. It's a bounce back for the Nets, who had bottomed out with a humiliating loss in Detroit. From that point, just 14-12 and mired in a 3-game losing skid, they've become the hottest team in basketball and a favourite to reach the NBA Finals. But how did that happen? They're figuring out the defence, and particularly switching. Brooklyn has doubled down on that even more since trading for James Harden. Before Harden's arrival, the Nets were switching picks 20% of the time, 3% above the league average. But through his first 14 games post-trade, that vaulted to 33%, which would lead the league this season according to Second Spectrum tracking. Going into Sunday's win at the Clippers, they'd switched a staggering 41% of picks on the perfect Western swing. In many ways, it makes sense. Only 3 teams in the tracking era, since 2013 and 2014, have switched over 40%. The Rockets the past 3 years, led by Harden and coached by current Nets assistant Mike D'Antonio. They switch 1 through 5 when Jeff Green is at the 5, and they switch 1 through 4 and drop when DeAndre is in the game. But the matchup that you think they wouldn't switch, they do switch, said Clippers coach Ty Lue. It makes teams stagnant. Steve Nash is growing as a coach. Nash, who'd never served as an assistant, has been learning on the job. He's kept an upbeat tone, but knew when to get on his team in the wake of the loss in Detroit. Despite guard Bruce Brown's shortcomings as a shooter, Nash has found incredibly creative ways to use him as a cutter, screener, and 6'2" pseudo-center. And Nash's adjustments in Phoenix were impressive. He deployed a zone defense he hasn't shown all season to help them cool off the Suns. Then, he pulled Jordan out of his usual drop coverage and had him switch for the first time all season, letting them switch 1 through 5 and daring DeAndre Ayton to punish them. It let them rally from a 21-point halftime deficit, the biggest deficit overturned in team history. The Nets got tough enough. The Nets didn't have to be the bad boy Pistons. They just couldn't afford to be historically bad, which is exactly how they've been performing. That's a non-negotiable step in any team's aspirations, to have that resolve and toughness and connectivity, said Nash. In the first 13 games after the Harden trade, the Nets were just 7 for 6 and dead last in the NBA in defensive rating. But in the winning streak, they've shown more fortitude on that end, up to 21st. That's been enough to see their net rating vault from 18th in the league right the way up to 4th. Night and day from when I first got here. We're playing hard now, and we're playing smart, said Harden. The most I'm proud of is our mindset every game, every possession. We don't take our opponent lightly at all, no matter who we're playing. It's the same goal, it's the same mindset. Thank you so much for watching guys, I hope you liked the video. If you did, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Also, if you found out something new from this video, then drop it in the comments section below. I'll see you next time.